Yes, alrighty. What's up, everybody? Peter fucking Joseph here for a late night video. Right here on Killer of Demons 66. Not the main channel. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now to this very channel and my other channels down there in the basement, otherwise known as the description box below. You can leave a comment if you wish, but don't leave stupid comments, because if you do, you pretty much fucked up, and you're a schmuck, and you're a fuckboy, and you're gonna get blocked. If you don't like that, well, fuck you, man. And that's pretty much it. But if you're respectful, then you can leave a comment. But it is what it is. Share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you're real, if you're not, you are fucked up, too. And you're gonna get blocked there, too. But in any case, hit that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video, because if you do that, you're a fuckboy, you're a bitch, and you're pretty much SOL. And I think we all know what that means. That too. Forgot to turn off my, my thing. Forgot to turn off my, my notification bar. My sound. On my backup phone, but it is what it is. It's just nothing, it's just a video going up. But anyway, we move on with that. Alright, so like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you wish. Hit that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next one, because you will be SOL, and you know what that means. If you do, you miss that. That's pretty much it. And if you're new here, well, welcome to the party, pal! We hope you enjoy the ride, and if not, you can hop off and, go fuck yourself. And, that's pretty much it, too. So, that's it. But if you're new here, welcome to the party. Sit back, relax, grab a cold one, whatever you got, and I don't give a shit. And, enjoy. And if not, get out. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, it's another late night. Here, it's late Monday, getting into early Tuesday morning, here in the Northeast, February the 12th, 2024, or if you're watching this video tomorrow, or whenever you watch it, it is now February the 13th, 2024, Valentine's Eve. So, later today will be Valentine's Eve, so if I were you, I would get my, chocolate, get my, you can get the flowers. Yeah, you could get them tomorrow, but they're a lot expensive. But it'll be expensive the next couple days. But it is what it really tomorrow and Wednesday. It'll be very expensive. I mean, I went out today and I already bought Rose her flowers. So that's that. That's done. I already gave it to her today. But I'm gonna give her something else. You know what I mean? On Valentine's Day, if you know what I mean. But we got all that, but yeah, I went out today and I saw like roses for like $2.50. I don't know if that was a bouquet or just one. Yeah, they're expensive, depending where you go. If you go to a florist, or you go to a supermarket that has like a florist stand, maybe you can get a reasonable price, but they want that money because it's that time of year, so. So, you want to buy one rose, maybe you pay like $1 or $2. Or if you want to get two, then, you pay an actual pretty decent price. Or if you want to get a humongous thing, then, if you got a lot of money and you want to really impress your lady, or your guy, no discrimination, but, just, get it. And, have a great Valentine's Day, 'cause it's coming, well, as of this video, tomorrow, Wednesday, and just remember, everybody, if you're going out drinking, Wednesday night, Wednesday afternoon, or Wednesday night, gonna get a little tipsy, and all that other good shit, and you want to have that good old-fashioned drunk sex, because as we all know, drunk sex is the best sex of them all. Oh, abso-freaking-lutely. But just remember, wrap up that burrito. Because you don't want to have little kitties, in 9 months. You don't know who the father is. Or unless you are planning on doing it, you want to make a baby on Valentine's Day, then go ahead. Go ahead. I mean, it's up to you. But if you're just doing it out of spite and you can't, you're not gonna let the. I mean, you're just doing it. You're having drunk sex and you forget to pull out the 2. Then you're fucked up. You are fucked. And pretty much, you're drunk, and the next thing you know, 9 months later, they're pregnant, and they're like, rape me! You pretty much raped her, Because you don't know who she is. We have to go to Maury. Oh, he's not doing it anymore. You fucked up. You are fucked. So wrap up. Please wrap up that burrito, or if you have tremendous pull-out game, which a lot of people don't. So, but, just be safe, be well, and enjoy Valentine's Day. I mean, if you're alone, well, too bad for you. At least you got something. You got 3 things. Your left and your right hand, and a whole freaking bottle, not bottle, but, a whole big thing of Jergens, so you can watch porn all day. Just to pass the time. But good porn, not shit porn. Guys, if you really want to get off, then I would, the go-to for me, if it was me, the go-to is Asian chicks. Forget it. They go to town. But, or you can go, go Kimmy Granger, any real good porn star that just goes to town on that dick. It's just insane. How those guys, the women are just like pounding on the guy's dick, and I'm surprised the guy doesn't come in like at least 2-3 minutes. At least. If it was me and Kimmy Granger, I'd be probably done in about 2 minutes. Because she just bounces on your dick, and it's insane how fast she goes. I'm like, damn, slow down, woman. Shit. But, yeah, other women, like Asa Akira, she'll freaking make you come probably like 2-3 minutes at least. With her dick sucking game and her ass game, forget it. It's just incredible. But if you have a good stamina and you can go, maybe a couple rounds, and you don't, unless you don't, splurge in the first 5-6 minutes, then you're good to go. But, if you're just like a 1, 2, maybe 3 minute man, you're fucked. But, for me, and that I don't know if that I should include foreplay, because, well, maybe that too, because, the girl can suck on your dick, suck your dick so good, and then you're like, she's going to town, in 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes go by, done, and then she's like, oh, I gotta get something too, and either you, or maybe you're good for another round, but some of you are not, but, because you just drop, you drop in the first round. First round knockout, done. But it is what it is. I'm talking way too much about sex, but, it is what it is. But be safe, be well, and just remember to be protective unless if you really want to get your rocks off to the chick and she's willing to, take a load for her face or whatever, but it is what it is. Whatever happens, happens. That's all I gotta say about it. Alright, enough mushy stuff. But happy Valentine's Day. We'll talk about that Wednesday, but in advance, happy Valentine's Day to all you, lovely ladies out there. And that's, pretty much it. Slide in my DMs, if you will. But I digress. I'm kidding. Or am I? I don't know. Well, the Asian chicks, you can just slide in my DMs any day of the week, but I care less. Oscar, Kyrie, and EO will be in my DMs all freaking day. But I digress. Alright, anyway. Hope everybody had a great Monday. It was nice and warm here in the Northeast, but now, oh boy. Batten down the hatches. We are going to get pretty big, huge storm. Not a huge storm per se, but we're getting a couple inches here. They're saying 5 to 8 inches here. They're saying it's supposed to ramp up pretty much in the next well, the winter storm, I think we got a warning. Well, I think it was a watch or warning. I forget what it was. But anyway, we got a winter storm. I think it's a winter storm watch. So it starts about 20 minutes. So it's like almost 4 o'clock in the morning here in the Northeast. So it's gonna ramp up. It's still gonna be raining. It's still right now. It's 35 degrees where I live in New York City, in Brooklyn, New York. Right now it's a little bit of a mix, so it's a little bit above freezing, but by the time we get to 8 o'clock, it's going to be at freezing, so whatever that comes down is going to be snow. And a lot of it come between 8 and noon, and really 8 and noon, 1 o'clock. So by the time I go to take a power, take a little rest, by the time I get back up, I got to shovel the snow. Or just wait till it stops, and then I gotta shovel a little bit. At least make a walkway for myself, because, I gotta go out. Not tomorrow, not tomorrow or Wednesday, per se, but Thursday I definitely have to, because I gotta go get my x-ray. I was supposed to go earlier, last week, but, I canceled it. Well, I didn't have to cancel it. I go to a place that you just walk in, and you're like, hey, I'm getting a back x-ray. Oh, sign this, and you sit down. And then you just wait. However long you wait. Last time I went for my knee, I waited 15 minutes, and then I went in the room. I had to take off my pants and everything. Just put the gown on, which I hate doing. Especially when I got my colonoscopy, they say take off your pants and underwear and just come out with put this gown on, put the other gown on underneath it. Or whatever they said, and then come out with your, just in your socks. I'm like, keep your shirt on and everything, just take off your pants and underwear and just come out with, just have your socks on and then get out, And I'm like, what the hell? I put the first gown on easy, just slipped it on, and I'm like, okay, how am I supposed to put on this second one? I mean, I don't want to, they're gonna come get me, and I'm like, my dick's flying out, God forbid, there's a lot of young, might be some young girls, nurses there, looking at my wang and everything. Maybe in a good way, I don't know, but I got through it, but just, it's just a pain in the ass, but just, when I get my back, I just have to take off my shirt, and that's it. I think I just take off my shirt, but I think I put the gown on, take the shirt off, put the gown on, and then pretty much either stand up or, I'll probably be standing up because it's my entire back. So I'll probably have to, either put my stomach towards the screen or my back towards the screen, and then I gotta take a couple pictures, and that's it. And then bing, bang, boom, I'm done. Like, maybe 10-15 minutes. At most, 10-15 minutes. And I'm done, and I just gotta wait till the results come in, which probably won't be till next week. I don't know when. Maybe I'm hoping by this time next week, probably. Well, we got the off day. The President's Day is next Monday, so I would probably think by the 20th or the 21st I'll get the results of my back MRI X-ray. So, not that they'll probably show anything because my back is already shot as it is. My legs, I'm pretty much done. Thursday, I'm done with my knee, my physical therapy on my knee. Then I started my back, and now my physical therapist told me, he said, "Can you come in 3 times a week, Mr. Peter?" I'm like, not really, but I can try. I usually go in Monday and Thursday. Now I'm gonna go in. I gotta kind of play around with my schedule and see if I can actually go in 3 times a week. Besides Monday and Thursdays, unless I have something come up on Thursdays. But so I might have to do it Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and I keep Tuesday, Friday open. Because I work. I might have to change my hours a little bit, not too much. Not on Monday, I don't. Thursday, I can go in any time. They're open late, so not that late. Like 9 o'clock, I'm getting my back done. Not that type of place. Not gonna go to like an Asian massage parlor and they give me a happy ending at the end. But I go. ever would like to go to one. I know, it would kind of feel weird. I would like to go to one, but... We love you long time, we do like happy ending. Oh, yeah. Oh, you already gave me that, by just laying on top of me with your naked ass fucking body, your tits are just freaking on my dick, whatever. I mean, you're on top of me, so why not? Oh, that extra $10. No, fuck that. Fuck that, you're on my, I have to pay you? Where you fucking whore, But I love you a long time, yeah. Yeah. I'll just get the massage, I'll give you an extra $10. And then, we go to town. I'm like, never see you again. You're out of here. But then again, next thing you know, they take your, they find your number somewhere. Like, you just gotta, I just came for an appointment. They find your number. I want to give you personal massage in your house. I'm like, yeah, you have to, I don't go that way. I don't like women, I don't like you like that, per se, but, we can do that, but I'm not gonna pay you. You can't just come into my house, We have to be going out for like a while. But it is what it is. Some of you virgins out there, I think maybe you should go. Maybe you'll actually lose your virginity. But then again, maybe not. But I digress. Alright, enough about that bullshit. I'm talking way too much about sex. Yeah, because I just got sex like about 3 hours ago. I got more to come on Wednesday, my friends. Yeah, she's probably on a period. No, she's not. She had a period last week, so I'm fine with that. Yeah, it's TMI. I don't care. Alright, anyway, but, just happy Valentine's Day and all that good shit. Alright, I talked enough about that shit. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this late, Monday night, we got the snow coming in a few hours here in the Northeast. I lost power temporarily about maybe an hour and a half ago. It was like, it went, I got like a partial blackout. Like, the lights went boop, off and on, and they came right back on. So I had to change my, I had to reprogram my stove, because, it's not battery, well, it's kind of well, it's plugged in, like everything else, my computer went off. My router went off, so I had to wait for the router to go back on, so I can go on the internet. Yeah, it didn't take that long, it took about 5-10 minutes, I was back on the internet. But I wasn't doing any videos or anything, I was just, floating around. I was pretty much, half asleep anyway, then I just got up, so I was like, alright, let me just pre-record this video, go to bed. Because it is what it is, and, yeah, and that's that. I was supposed to go out tomorrow, but thankfully, I had a doctor appointment tomorrow, and I had to cancel it because we got the storm, so I had to reschedule it, but it's at the end of the month, so. I hate winter. Where is this early spring we're getting? What happened there, Hedgehog? Did you lie to us? Sonic? Stupid Hedgehog, last week, like 12 days, no. Yeah, 11 days, pretty much, like a week and a half ago, said that we're getting an early spring. Where is it? Why are we getting, not tomorrow, we're getting a snowstorm today. Saturday, we're getting another 2 to 4 inches. And then, I looked at the extended forecast up till next Thursday, it's going to be 52 degrees. Okay, I'll take a 52, but, I'll take a 69 if you know what I mean. But, I digress on that. But, hopefully, after Saturday, we start, getting this springtime weather, it would be like 50, 65 degrees by the end of the month. Or by at least beginning of March. March is coming up pretty soon, 16 days away. Really, 17 days, I should say, 29, and March 1st begins on Friday, so I got that. Let me move on. Yep, almost done with February. We got a little over 2 weeks left. 16 days, about a little over 2 weeks. So, that's that. Don't forget, we got the 29th is Leap Day, which is the greatest day in the world. That day is the greatest day in the world, because Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes out. The entire game for us in the United States. I know a lot of people already have it, which is crazy enough. They're playing the living shit out of that game. That's long. I mean, it's 2 discs, so that's long. Especially if you want to get 100% of everything, basically. So you're gonna be playing it for about 3 months, at most 3-4 months. But the demo is fucking amazing. Amazing. Some of the stuff you do is kind of like, where is this? I didn't see this in the first game. Or even the original mode. Yeah. Pretty much in 2 weeks, I think everybody and their grandma is gonna be, playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It is what it is. I played the first one, beat the fuck out of that game. Then I played the, what was it, Intergrade, where you play as Yuffie, Toofy. Yeah, I played the next one, it wasn't the next one, it was just like downloadable content called Intergrade. That was good. Now, I mean, the trailer was great. The gameplay is great. I mean, I think we all know what the end of that disc is, of that game is. Not that. Well, you fight Sephiroth, but not the ultimate Sephiroth. No way. That's the next game. That's the third in the trilogy. Ugh, I don't even know when that's coming out. They said maybe. I think it might come out 2025 or early 2026 for the PS5. Unless there's the PS6 coming out by then, but who knows. But thank God I got a PS5 for Christmas. Oh boy. Thank God for that. And playing Final Fantasy 16. Freaking Spider-Man. I mean, I had to download a lot. But it's crazy. It's just crazy. The games are on PS5 right now. Resident Evil, well, not Resident Evil 8 per se, but there is going to be a new Resident Evil coming out. I don't know when. Silent Hill 2 remake's coming out. I saw the trailer for that. Pretty damn good. So they're remaking the Silent Hill games. Why don't you remake Parasite Eve 1 and 2. That was good. That's a good horror game, Parasite Eve. I know they're remaking Resident Evil 5, I don't know when. Code Veronica X is technically going to be the next remake, and then maybe 5. And then we're getting Resident Evil 9, I don't know when. But that's what I heard. I heard from the Resident Evil franchise that I think the next remake is going to be Code Veronica X, which is going to be a little bit extra stuff, which is great. 5 is going to have, I would assume, extra stuff. Maybe Sheva has like an alternate quest like Ada has in Resident Evil 4, Separate Ways, which is hard enough. It's hard enough to play with her on Separate Ways and play to do some of the stuff that you have to do with her in the original. No, not the original. The Leon Kennedy part. The actual game. That's what I was trying to get out. So, well, we'll see what happens with that. As all the games coming out this spring, the summer, the movies are coming out this summer. Deadpool and Wolverine. Woo! That's gonna be freaking epic. I mean, if you haven't seen Deadpool 1 and 2, then you got problems. If that movie comes out, I'm like, hey, what happened here? Who's this guy? I guess you didn't see Deadpool 1 and 2. Or X-Men Origins Wolverine. Because you don't know. Deadpool was in that one. Right near the end. So. Or X-Men, well, not X-Men Days of Futures Past per se. I think it was X-Men First Class. We see kind of like a little bit of Deadpool. I forget, but anyway. But yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine. Deadpool 3 is gonna be fucking epic with Wolverine in it. Hugh Jackman's reprising the role. And him and freaking Ryan Reynolds are gonna freaking lots of one-liners and shit. And freaking Wolverine's got the actual comic book uniform on. How great is that? Not like that, not like an X-Men 1! That uniform sucked so bad. But I would have took the Alpha Flight uniform. Just saying. Oh yeah, you forgot. Some people are like, what do you mean he was an Alpha Flight? He was never in an Alpha Flight. Oh, you didn't read the comics, haven't you? Wolverine, before he joined the X-Men, was an Alpha Flight, because he was in Canada. For most of the time, before he broke out of that facility where he got the adamantium claws and all that shit. After he broke out, he was in Alpha Flight, then he kind of like, get out. I was like, I'm out of here. With, oh, I don't want to hang out with you, Puck! Get out of here, you big Sasquatch-looking piece of shit! I need to find Victor! Sabretooth. Man, I feel like breaking out my Wolverine comics and reading them again from way back in the day, way back. All the freaking stories. I mean, freaking Wolverine and Sabretooth beating the fuck out of each other, then kind of working together, and then somehow Sabretooth dies, not by Wolverine, but. And then Wolverine 75, where basically they fight, the X-Men fight Magneto, and Magneto, puny fucking adamantium claws. You're done. Doesn't kill him. He just takes the adamantium skeleton basically out of him, and then he comes back with bone claws, and then the first fight, broke my claws! Pretty much fucked for the next 25 issues. He was fucked up. He got fucked up, Wolverine. But then he still had, I don't know how he still had it. The mutant healing factor, and then the bone claws broke, and then he started growing back eventually. And then he got the adamantium back, which made no sense. How do you lose it to Magneto, and then you kind of, the X-Men kind of beat Magneto? How do you get it back? That makes no sense. And then he got the adamantium claws actually back in episode, I think it was issue 100. Or maybe a little bit after that, maybe 125. I gotta look. But it took him a long time to get the freaking adamantium claws back. The actual adamantium. And then he, partially died. It was like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, that's the end of the series. He's dead. No. If we don't remember from Superman 500, where Superman died, there was 6 other Supermen, Superboy and, future Superman. I'm like, where did he come from? These cyber Superman, what is this? And then the actual Superman got resurrected somehow. I was like, what? I mean, Batman even died and he came back to life. I'm like, how? It makes no sense. You kill him in one of the biggest episodes of the comic book season and everything, the issue, and then you got the funerals and everything, and then issue 550, he's back. I'm like, how? What did he get resurrected with the Soul Gem? What Thanos resurrected him or something like that? I mean, seriously. Thanos used the Time Gem or the Soul Gem? Makes no sense to me. Makes no fucking sense. But we move on with that. Alright, enough about that. Alright, now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late night, Monday night Raw review. Right here on the Kill with Demons channel. Once again, my name is Peter Joseph. I'm a content creator. Talk about wrestling, sports, movies, whatever the fuck I want to talk about. If you like it, good. You don't, get out. And that's pretty much it. Alright. So, we are, as of this video, 11 days away from the Elimination Chamber next Saturday morning at 5 o'clock here in the New York area, 6 o'clock in Puerto Rico, 2 a.m. in California, 1 a.m. in Hawaii, if you live in Hawaii. Hey, how you doing? In Australia, well, it'll be Sunday night. So there you go, because the time difference and the time and date difference, because the international date line and all that shit. It's like going to Japan. Why you think we get when we get Wrestle Kingdom, it's on January 4th there, January 3rd morning here? Yes, son. Yes, son. Alright, so anyway. I lost my train of thought, I'm sorry. But I digress. Alright, so Raw was a pretty decent show. Not great, but still pretty decent. 11 days away from the Chamber. We got 3 Chamber matches tonight. 2 for the men. We had Zoe Stark and Liv Morgan. See who goes to the Chamber. We had, yeah, Cody! MDK Cody! You crybaby bitch! Smack him around. And we had that. Good main event with Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura. Kind of running that back from a couple years ago. And that's pretty much it. Alright, let's get into it. Let's not waste any more time. Not already wasted 32 minutes of your precious time. You could be doing something else. Alright, we move on. Alright, so Raw emanated from the Rupp Arena, the legendary Rupp Arena on the University of Kansas. Those Blue Cats. In Lexington, Kentucky! Yep! Alright, so we're in Lexington, Kentucky tonight, and our commentary team, as always, well, not always, and it's been for the last month or so, Mitchell Cole and Pat McAfee. The legend that he is. And that's pretty much it. Alright. So, we get the opening, and, Mitchell Cole, we see Cody Rhodes. We see Cody coming out of his freaking, bus. All ready to go. We're going to hear from him later. And then we see a couple other wrestlers getting into the building. Blah, 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 blah. And then we go to the ring. We start off Raw with a 6-man tag team match player. We had Imperium of Marcel Barthel, Fabian Aichner, and the 615-day champion himself. I might be exaggerating on the number. But over 610 days as your reigning, defending, undefeated Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, that is Walter. Alright, so they come out and they face the New Day of Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. As they team up with a good friend of theirs, main event Uso. Just me, Oos. Day one ish. Just me, Oos. Alright, so we get that. This match was pretty decent. Starts off with Marcel Barthel and Kofi Kingston slugging it out. Kofi kind of wins that exchange, tags in Xavier Woods, and they double team Marcel Barthel. And then they tag in Jey Uso. And then he has a stand-in with Walter. was looks like Jey Uso's gonna get an Intercontinental title shot. Actually next week. We'll get to that in a minute. I kind of spoil that part, but okay. But he gets the title shot next week against Walter. Is he gonna win? No. But then again, who knows? But anyway, Jay comes in, Walter comes in. Walter's like they're all ready to go. The fans like, yeah, let's go, Jay, come on. And then Walter's like, screw you, Jay. Tags Fabian Aichner in. And then he tags Jay from behind. And then they start beating the living crap out of Jay. As we go to break, we come back, and Jay gets the hot tag that Kofi Kingston clears the ring. Then he hits a splash on Fabian Aichner's back. And goes for the cover, and Fabian Aichner kicks out. And then Marcel Barthel tries to get in, but Xavier Woods pulls him off the apron. Kofi then hits the drop. And looks for the trouble in paradise. But then Fabian Aichner distracts the referee as Marcel Barthel pulls Kofi out of the ring. And then he sends Kofi into the ring steps. Ow! And then Walter comes in, starts beating the living crap out of Kofi, locks him in a Boston Crab. Then he's talking smack to Jey Uso. Jey Uso comes right in, bitch slapped him. I'm like, whoa! Ho ho! And you thought Cody getting slapped was nice, huh? Yeah. I mean, legit, smacked him right in the mush. Like, big slapped him. And Walter's like, alright, you wanna fight? Come on, let's go. I'm like, damn. Slapped him in the face harder than The Rock slapping Cody. Woo! I mean, you heard that in the next state, basically. I would say the next city, but I don't know any cities in Kentucky. Or Louisville, maybe. That slap was vicious. But anyway, Jay steers a hole right at Walter as he and then he lands some hip attacks on the other members of Imperium. And then Jay hits a super kick on Marcel Barthel. Fabian Aichner dives off the top, but he gets super kicked out of midair. Ow. And somehow Walter gets the tag. And finally we get Jey Uso and Walter beating the crap out of each other. Walter ducks some strikes, lands one of those nasty gunshot-like chops. Woo! I think Jey Uso's soul went out somewhere. And then Walter starts, mocking Jay, going for the super fly splash. But Jay got his knees up. Then he hits the spear, goes for the cover, and Marcel Barthel breaks up the pin. Fabian Aichner gets the tag, and then we get a triple combo of the 1D, like a super 1D, on Fabian Aichner, and Kofi then hits Marcel Barthel on the outside with a big flippy give-it-to-you. Then on the inside, Jay goes up, hits the Superfly Splash on Fabian Aichner, who always takes those pins. 1, 2, 3, the New Day, and Jey Uso get the win. Match was a fun match. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. But Walter and Jey Uso on a collision course for the Intercontinental title. And is that after the second match? Let me just check my notes here. I think it was. Let me just check my notes. Yeah, pretty much after the break, we go to the back. Jay's there with the New Day. They're all happy about the win, and then I don't know who told Jay that he has an Intercontinental title. There was Kofi says that, hey, Jay, you got an Intercontinental title shot next week, man. Kofi might have been jealous, I don't know, but next week on the program from Anaheim, California, we got Jay Uso and Walter for the Intercontinental title. If that's not the main event, I'm going to be mad. It's probably not, because later on we find out that Drew McIntyre is taking on Cody. That's going to be big. That's probably going to be your main event of the night. Which sucks, but what are you going to do? And we move on with that. Alright, so 3.25 out of 5 slots for the 6-man tag, and we move on. Alright. Match number 2 on your scorecard. Elimination Chamber qualifying match. We had Bobby Lashley. You came out with the rest of the Pride, the Street Profits, Montez Ford, and Angel Dawkins, and the newest member of the Pride, B-Fab. So Bobby goes in by himself, and he takes on Big Bronson Reed. So this is a definite big meaty meat slappy meat match. And this was one big fat slobberknocker, right, JR? Back down, slobberknocker! It was a slobberknocker, Mr. Goose! It was a slobberknocker, back down, Boomer Sooner! Okay, JR, calm down. Calm down. It was a slobberknocker, maybe. Calm down. Take it easy. Take it easy. Calm down. Go have some, somebody get him a water for JR. Thank you, JR. Move on. Back up! Hey! Get him! Somebody get him! Crazy JR. Don't make sure he puts his pants back on. Crazy. Ugh. And you thought Mike Awesome's, taking his pants, coming in, taking it in, and he's not in his clothes, you know what I mean? When he has his pants down, that's creepy. That's creepy. Damn it! Oh no, he's here now. Great. I told you, put your pants back on. You said my name and I was sleeping. I heard you in my sleep. What do you want? What do you want? You said my name. I know, but I was referencing you because JR had his pants down. That's creepy. I like JR, but he's creepy when he puts his pants. He has his pants down, and I don't want to see no old guy freaking his, shriveled little dick, coming out, and it's creepy. Yeah, it's kind of creepy with a dead guy with his shriveled dick. What do you mean? My dick's fine. Well, I don't need to know that, Mike. And I just told your fans I got a shriveled dick. What's wrong with you? I know. It's late. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mike. I need to get put through a table. I mean, just do it already. Nah. I'm tired anyway. I just had sex with Mae Young. Oh, I didn't need to know that. Jesus Christ. Did you get her anything for Valentine's Day? At least, Mike? Yeah, maybe. I might get some flowers. I don't know. I hate Valentine's Day as it is. What are you talking about? You're the fat chick thriller, man. Come on. You get all the ladies. Because you're awesome. Yeah, I know I'm awesome. I like all the ladies and everything, but I got so much to give, Well, yeah. I know, my wife, Rosa, she's, we have to, I have to go to Pound Town on Wednesday night too, man. She, it's her day, What do you want me to do, Mike? What do you want me to do? Us guys, we gotta be, we gotta do what we gotta do on Valentine's Day. We hate it sometimes, The girl should be taking us out and giving us chocolate, and then giving us the good old sex, you know what I mean? Why do we have to get the stuff? Makes no freaking sense to me. Yeah, I know, but you got a good wife there, man. I wish I had her. Oh, yeah, you wish. You wish you weren't around. You were dead by then. What do you mean I'm dead? Oh, right. Stupid Halo. Crap! When am I gonna get this thing off? I don't know, Mike. I don't know. Probably another 500 years. What? I gotta be here in 500 years? What are you talking about? Oh, I can't find the Dragon Balls. Well, find them. I gotta get out of here. Well, I'll try. Alright, can you go? I gotta finish this up. Go. Bye. Bye! Okay. It's late, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not drunk or anything. I'm just wired. I'm tired as fuck, too, but... Satire! Not that I'm off my medication or anything. I'm trying to bring comedy to my show, and people like it. Once in a while. But it is what it is. Anyway, alright. Big Bronson Reed and Bobby Lashley in a big beefy men slapping meat match. They went at it. They went to town. I really thought that Bronson Reed was about to win, was gonna win this match and go to the Elimination Chambers in his home country. He is from Australia, mate. Big man. But they beat the fuck out of each other, man. Shoulder tackles. No, it was like nobody was moving in that ring. But eventually, Bronson responds with a Death Valley driver after Lashley landed a few clotheslines and a shoulder block. Bronson hit the DVD. Goes for a cover, Lashley kicked out. Then Bronson with a big body block. Hits the ropes and gets a spine buster for his troubles. By the big man, Bobby. So, Bobby goes for another spear, and Bronson counters it with a knee strike. Then he hits a senton splash, goes up top for the tsunami, but Lashley somehow got up, cut him off, and threw him off the top rope. Then he readies for the spear, hits the spear a la Moose. Same basic move as that Moose does. You know, the spear and he rolls around. Not as great as Rowan, but still. So, hits the spear. 1, 2, 3, Bobby! Lashley goes on to another Elimination Chamber match. So, that chamber is going to have a lot of big, beefy men in that ring. Already got Drew. We got Randy. Now we got Bobby. We'll see what happens with that. Later on, we got Eli Drake and Ivar. So he goes in there. And then Friday night on SmackDown, we got Kevin Steen, or Kevin Owens, and Dom Dom. I think we all know who's going to win that. And then Logan Paul and The Miz. So, I think we all, pretty much, you know, we're going to have our teams, or pretty much the entire, men's chamber is going to be done. People saying there's going to be a last chance men's battle royal for a shot in the chamber. I'm like, why? You're going to have 7 men in the chamber? I know, like, a triple threat in the ring, and then the 4 pods. I get that, but why 7 men? It should be traditional 6 men. Traditional 6. I know the women going to have 6, because already Becky and Bianca already, have qualified. Liv Morgan and Zoe Stark later on. And then on SmackDown, we got Naomi and Zelina Vega. That should be good. And then Shotzi and, you know, Daddy's favorite girl, Tiffany Stratton. Daddy! Yeah. So, we got that. And then next week, we got a Battle Royal with the losers of those qualifying matches, which would be Mia Yim, and, I forget who else. Yeah, but all the losers are going to be in a over-the-top battle royal. Yeah, over-the-top battle royal to see who is entrant number 6 in the chamber. So we'll see what happens with that. A lot of people saying Jade Cargill is going to be in that thing, but she never qualified. How are you going to put Jade in there? It makes no sense to me. I would love to see her in there, but you know, how would she qualify? She has to qualify. You just can't be in a fucking battle royal and you're in. That you were never in the qualifying matches. That makes no freaking sense to me. But that's WWE booking. sometimes. But I would think if any person in that chamber, in the Battle Royal loses, I would put Zoe Stark in. Or maybe Shotzi, but for shits and giggles, but, you gotta have somebody lose first, so as much as I would love Selena Vega to be in there, I think it's too dangerous for her to be in there. Just for her purposes, because she's, little. She's a spitfire, she's hot, but, imagine her in that chamber coming off the top of the fucking pod with a Hurricane Rana or some shit like that. You know what I want to see? That Randy's in there? I want Randy to hit a Gilmore Cutter, mid-air Gilmore Cutter as somebody's coming off the top of the pod. He's like disoriented, and we have, maybe Sami Zayn. He's like, I'm gonna jump, Gilmore Cutter! Bang! Mid-air off the top of the pod. I wanna see that. In the, top of the pod, into the ring. And Sammy loses. Right there and there. Or, Sammy jumps off the pod, and Randy hits the Gilmore Cutter, on the steel grating. I'm like, ooh. Damn! But we're gonna see something from Randy, and it's gonna be freaking sick. Mid-air Gilmore Cutter. It's gonna happen. And I'm gonna freaking, be mad at Randy because I didn't think of that, But I have done some things in the Elimination Chamber that no person would ever think about what they're doing. How about two guys fight up to the, they start climbing up the chamber near the top of the thing with that big circle that you can't get out of. They're fighting, and the next thing you know, some guy's they're fighting, and Randy's waiting, what's going on? What the hell's going on here? Then they start, kind of climbing down, and they get near midway, right here, and they're on the steel, around the steel grating, and Drew McIntyre and Randy are fighting, and they're throwing each other into the freaking steel and everything. The chains and everything. And then next thing you know, one of them just falls, and then Randy's like, oh, hey, oh, shit! Boom. Gilmore Cutter, good night! Or what I would do, and if I was back in my XWF days, I would just, wait for the guy to jump off the top of the freaking, the top of the chamber, and just hey, how's it going? Boom! Match over. You have a big blood stain on the freaking canvas. It's break his freaking neck. It's over. I've been I'm not the greatest in the Elimination Chamber in the XWF days. Lost my Universal title because I got freaking distracted by a obsessed fan, which was my old tag team partner. Just I don't know what the fuck he was doing. Distracted me, and I freaking get rolled up. 1, 2, 3, I lost my Universal title. And they held it for a week, which sucked. That sucked, man. Pissed me off. I get the title because the champion was an asshole. So I'm alright, I'll fight this guy. I'll fuck him up. I'll win. I got the belt for spite. Out of spite because the guy was a douche and didn't want to really drop it to me, but, barely did any promos. I was I guess I won by forfeit. So I just get it out of spite. But then, at the last minute, he does a promo. I'm dude. Dude, it doesn't matter. I did fucking epic promos. And I'm just gonna take your title. You don't even need to talk. Whipped his ass. Won the Universal title. All the freaking people going nuts. The fans in the arena going nuts. And then the commentary's oh, Gilmore won the big one! He won the big one, damn it! Yeah, I held it for a week. And it sucked because that was the last actual big belt I actually won. Fucking 1 week I held that belt. Pissed me off. But then maybe about 3 to 6 months later I won the the Heart Championship for like the 5th time. That was was that the last one I won? I think that was the last championship I won. I won the tag team belts. I think it was the tag team belts I won, and then me and my partner lost it, and then pretty much that was it. I was done with the XWF because the owners of the Fed were pretty much, fucking pedophiles. I was like, fuck this. I wanted to take some time off. And it was like, they started making fun of me because I was taking time off. Because I needed a recharge. I wanted a recharge. I was going to come back in January of 2020. Then they, right on my freaking birthday, they freaking fired me from the Fed. I was like, come on, really? And then basically I ripped them apart on Twitter. And now pretty much that Fed is done. They tried to resurrect itself, went on without me and everything, and then I went to another version of the XWF, which didn't get off the ground that much. Then I went to another Fed, but that my good buddy Shane, not Shane McMahon, but Shane Carver, the old owner of the XWF, he's like, Pete, come on to my Fed. We're gonna take over the XWF. We're gonna run it again. I was like, yeah, I'm in. But that never got off the ground, and then pretty much my career was over. I was like, that's it, I'm done. I'm done e-fedding, I'm done wrestling, I'm done. So, that was that. But, never say never, people want me to come into the Feds now. I'm like, even an old friend of mine from the SVO days, when I was just an Extreme Champion there, he's like, he wanted me to come back. I told him, well, I work and I really have no time to do promos right now. He's like, yeah, hey man, if any time you want to come back, just let me know. Hit me up on Twitter or whatever. I still have him as a friend on Twitter, so you never know. You never know. Maybe, the Extreme Icon will come back. The Assassin. The Hollywood Playboy, so many names I had back in my e-fedding days. I could come back, man. I got all the time in the world now. But pretty much XWF is now run by pedophiles. I don't even think it's around anymore. But I don't even think anybody, there isn't any e-feds around. I don't even think any. Let me see if I can, if I can open up a new tab on my computer and look up whoops, that's not what I want to do. Alright, let me look up. Let me see if there's any wrestling e-feds around. Let's see here. As well, the EWA. I never heard of that. I don't think there's a lot. EHWF. I never heard of that. Alright, let me see. Let me go to the top e-feds of 2023. If I can. Oh, I guess I can't go to that. There used to be a site that I used to go to that had these. Let's see here. There's an e-fed for the WWE. No, I don't know. Not that many e-feds around, like actual e-feds online, not like on YouTube. I mean, still have COH, Call of Honor, my good buddy Travis, and Monoxide is still there as the Patriot, or whatever his other moniker was. And they still have that around. That's a call fed. That's like YouTube WWE 2K24 fed. FSPW. Some of these I'd never heard of, but I think the days of like e-fetting are pretty much gone because I can't really find any e-feds out that are out now. If anybody does know about any e-feds that are around, hit me up. Maybe just maybe I might join your pretty precious e-fed and then pretty much take it over. You know, I'm always good for one more match. I'll throw some more Gilmore colors. I mean, I'm 47. I'll still kick 20, 30-year-old people's asses in real life and in E-Fed. I mean, just, hit me up, man. Hit me up. Man, you know what? I haven't been on Discord in so long. I still have my good buddies from the XWF days. Maybe I'll reach out to them and say, hey, what's going on in E-Fed land? Been about 4 years since pretty much going on 5 years, actually. I ended in December of 2019. So it's going on 5 years since I actually was in an E-Fed. Or in wrestling, per se. The last time I actually did anything. So, I'm happily retired. It's 4:30 in the morning now. The snow's gonna be ramping up pretty soon. So, hopefully I can get this done. So, God forbid my cable and internet go out again, and my lights go out. But hopefully not. But anyway, all right. So, Bobby Lashley advances to the Elimination Chamber to be with Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton. And that's pretty much it. Match was pretty, good, not great, but I give it 3 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. And we move on. Alright, then we go to pretty much the segment of the night. Cody! Crybaby Cody Rhodes comes out. Does his thing. No! Stupid song. Comes out, it's like, that's in Kentucky. What do you want to talk about? How about you don't talk? Shut up. What? Why don't you just talk about basically you getting slapped Will Smith style by The Rock? Rock slapped you better, kind of better, worse than, pretty much worse than Chris Rock getting slapped by Will Smith. So anyway. So Cody talks about challenging Rowan at WrestleMania 40. Crowd's like, yeah, Cody! We want Cody! Rocky sucks! So, Cody thanks the crowd for helping him with his decision. And then doesn't want to get emotional because he doesn't want to be a crybaby. Really? I mean, come on. You are! You're a bitch. You're a crybaby bitch, as The Rock would say, But anyway, so Cody says there is only one person who didn't want Cody, and the guy's like, Rocky sucks! Wasn't Cody, it was Roman. Anyway, Cody throws to a video of The Rock talking about the Cody crybabies. And, is that the part? Let me just check something on my notes. There's a thing where he looked at Pat McAfee and talked about chicken nuggets. I think I was at this part. Cody says he didn't say anything to defile The Rock's ancestors at the press conference, but The Rock put his hands on him. Well, you mentioned IGP Maivia. You mentioned Roman's grandfathers. Even though, people, Roman said, well, you were irrelevant just like your dad. So, technically, Roman kind of started it, but Rock finished it, if you know what I mean. Look at that. Then he looked at Pat McAfee, he's like, oh, what did he say about chicken nuggets? And Pat's like, I think he said stick them up your ass. And everybody on Twitter was like, ooh, Cody versus Pat McAfee. What? Really now? Okay. But anyway. The crowd cheers that. Yeah. Because, they cheered The Rock putting it, like, slapping the crap out of him. Yeah! Do it again. You know? So, Cody promises to hit The Rock back. Oh, really? So you're going to be on SmackDown this Friday night to do it? No. You're not advertised. At least I don't think. You know, it's only Tuesday, so... Anyway. So, then we hear the music of Seth freaking Rollins. Oh. So he comes out in his pimp suit. Not sold at the Men's Warehouse. Not this time. No, you know, it's all sponsored, but not this week. But anyway, Cody thanks Seth for standing up for him at the press conference. Raw's like, well, you're welcome. And then he tells Cody, I understand why you made the choice you did, facing Roman and not me, which was the easy choice. So Cody's like, yeah, true. And then Rollins gets right in his face. I'm like, uh-oh, here we go. And Seth tells Cody he must finish the story. He won't. He won't. He's not going to finish it. Rock's going to help Roman win. It's pretty much obvious. Rock's going to really delve into his heel character. And I think it's going to be like the corporation Rock. Like corporate Rock. Like, just go off on everybody. And not give a fuck. Not gonna be like Hollywood Rock, per se, but... I mean, give me Hollywood... Give me heel Rock. All the way up to SummerSlam. Please. Just don't give me heel Rock for basically the next month or so. No, I don't want Rock to be a heel for a month. And then he turns on Roman and costs him the belt. And Cody wins the stupid belt. No. No, we don't do that. No. Let it simmer. Let it cook. Roman keeps the title. Rock screws Cody. Then we get Cody and The Rock, maybe at Payback. Well, I don't think we're gonna get it at Night of Champions or even at Money in the Bank. I mean, they're in France in May for Payback. I mean, I don't know how many seats are in that arena in France, but would you do Rock, Cody, in France? What do you want to do in the States? Pick or choose. Pick or choose. I would do it at Payback. It's fitting. Payback. Don't do it in Toronto. For Money in the Bank. I mean, but if you want to wait till Night of Champions, I would do it at Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia. The blood prince of Saudi Arabia was like salivating. They're like, blood money. Rock, we want The Rock. There you go. Cody versus The Rock. At Payback. Maybe the winner gets Roman at Survivor Series. Which is pretty much the next month. In August. Or they maybe do something at Bash in Berlin. Which is the week I think it's the week after SummerSlam. Which is before All In. I mean, August is going to be a wild month. Wild. SummerSlam, Bash in Berlin, and then you got All In 3 in Wembley, the week after that, which is the end of August, and then September 2nd is All Out 5, and I don't know if it's going to be in Chicago again, probably will be, for Labor Day weekend. I mean, it's going to be wild. August, this summer is going to be wild, everything. Forbidden Door 3, AEW versus New Japan versus CMLL. That's going to be an epic pay-per-view. I think it's in June. Double or Nothing in April or May. Death Before Dishonor probably be sometime in the summer or maybe near the fall. SummerSlam, Slamboree. No, not Slamboree. Sorry, Slammiversary for TNA coming in the spring or summer. Craziness. The G1 starting in July. G1 Climax, what's it up to now? 34? Oh man, the G1. If Danielson might be in that G1. Maybe, I don't know. That depends on him, but I mean, if Eddie Kingston could be in it, then Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson could be in it. I don't know if he has the endurance. I mean, Eddie kind of did. He kind of flaked out near the end. But still, I mean, who won the G1? Oh, that's right, Naito. Naito's the champ. And what happened? I mean, where's he going with the title? And who's his next challenger? Who knows? I thought he was having a rematch with Sonata at New Year's Dash, but I forget. Right? I mean, we just had the New Beginning in Osaka, and I think we got another event at the end of this month. Okada has 2 matches left in their basic 8-man tag team matches, I think. Well, one's an 8-man tag, the other one's the never openweight 6-man tag team belts, which he's gonna drop because he's leaving. Obviously. He's leaving, and then he's gonna be debuting in AEW by maybe March 13th. At Big Business. I mean, we'll see. I mean, there is still that rumor that he's gonna show up in WWE and debut in NXT. I mean, possibly he could. I don't think it's going to be at Roadblock. It might be at Stand and Deliver, but I doubt that. 95% chance that Okada's not going to be in WWE. 95%. And pretty much when I did my video earlier, which down below in the description box, pretty much Okada's going to AEW. Pretty much. Mercedes Moné's going to be there. She's going to debut March the 13th. Okada's going to debut maybe around that same time as well. Camille, is coming into AEW from what I'm hearing. Julia, I don't know where she's going to go. If she's going to WWE in March, or maybe debut at Stand and Deliver in April. But I think the talks with WWE kind of fell through. Like, what they had talks with Camille. They're saying, oh, she's going to debut in NXT. Those talks fell through. Now she's pretty much going to AEW. Sucks for you, Hunter. I mean, anything can happen. Maybe talks come back, and maybe Camille comes to WWE. But I doubt it. I think Camille Brickhouse is going to debut in AEW. And she was only there for like a cup of coffee. But man, that women's roster is going to be loaded. Loaded! By the summertime. Britt Baker, baby, might be coming back. Hopefully Jamie Hayter from her shoulder injury. She's been out almost a year, getting close to a year now. Britt Baker, I think she was injured and pretty much we haven't seen her at all. Thunder Rosa's starting to come back. We haven't seen much of her, though, on Collision or even a Rampage or Dynamite. Because really now, it's the Toni Storm, Deonna Purrazzo show. That's the main storyline right now in the women's division on Dynamite, Rampage, and Collision. It's just Toni Storm and Deonna. That's it. And then you have like a semi. You have the thing with Ruby Soho, Harley Cameron, and Paige. You have that. Then you have Willow Nightingale and Chris Statlander, forming a tag team. Would have been a tag team going against Julia Hart and Sky Blue. One of them is probably going to fight Sky Blue for the title. I think it's going to be Willow at Revolution. She's not going to win, obviously. I think that Julia's going to hold that belt for another month or so. But then again, maybe Thunder Rosa gets the title shot. Maybe she wins it. I don't know. But now that Mercedes Moné's coming in, she's gonna get thrust right to the top. Probably after Deonna wins the title at Revolution, or Toni Storm somehow retains, and they keep going for like about another couple weeks to another month or two, and then eventually Mercedes will get her wins and climb up the rankings, and then I would think by Double or Nothing, by April or early May, whenever Double or Nothing is, we're going to get Toni Storm against Mercedes Moné, or Deonna Purrazzo against Mercedes Moné. Or a three-way, who knows? But I think Mercedes is going to win the belt probably by Double or Nothing, or maybe by Fyter Fest or Fight for the Fallen, probably before the summer. Or by Forbidden Door, at least by Forbidden Door. But who would Mercedes Moné face at Forbidden Door? Maybe the IWGP Women's Champion, whoever that might be. Or she face somebody from Stardom. I don't think she'll face anybody from CMLL, but I don't think there's any women in CMLL. But it has to be somebody from Japan. So I would think it's going to be either whoever the IWGP champion is. I think Tam Nakano has that belt now. I don't even know who holds that belt, to be honest with you. Or they just get the Stardom World Champion. Whether it be Mina Shirakawa or whoever it is. They're going to get somebody good from Stardom. They have to. It has to be the champion, or it's Mina Shirakawa, or Miyu Yamashita, or anybody to face Mercedes. It's going to be an epic match. Not as great as Mercedes and Kyrie the first two times. And then Mercedes defending the belt. I think it was after she won the belt. She faced somebody, some Japanese chick. I think it was in Stardom, or I forgot who it was. It was New Japan. She won she won the New Japan Strong belt and then lost it to Willow, obviously, because she got injured. But I don't know. I don't know who Mercedes gonna face. Would even face by the time we get the Forbidden Door. And whoever is the world champion by then will face at Forbidden Door. Whoever is the world champion by then, it'll be Samoa Joe or Wardlow or whoever. Or maybe Adam Cole might return. But we have no update on Adam Cole when he's actually coming back in his rehab. But he's still coming out in in a walking boot. Still in a wheelchair, I mean, if you watch him on Twitch, he's basically not in a wheelchair, but he doesn't really talk about his foot that much. People ask him in his chat, "How's your foot? How's your leg?" Where he doesn't answer much. Or he just says, "It's fine, it's fine." And then people are like, "When are you coming back?" Can't answer it because he's not Adam Cole on Twitch. It's Chugs. So you can't really ask wrestling questions on a gaming stream, which sucks, but, If you want to ask him, maybe try to hit him up on Twitter. Maybe he'll answer you. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, I tried. He never answered me, but I wonder why, Adam. Adam! Alright, we get that. Anyway, so Seth Rollins comes out, getting back to Seth and Cody. So he's like, "You must finish the story, Cody." And then he tells a story. He says, "For me, Dusty, the people, and everyone, you must finish the story." And then Seth knows that this is probably the last legitimate chance, we got to end the reign of terror by Mr. Roman Reigns. So Seth's like, "Cody, what's the plan here?" Because I know Cody's got a plan. It's probably going to be The Rock turning on Roman at Mania, most likely. So Seth reminds Cody that you got screwed last year. And pretty much, the deck is stacked even more this year because of The Rock, Jimmy, Solo, the Wise Man. He's like, "Cody, it's not just the bloodline you have to worry about, but it's The Rock that you have to contend with." So Seth tells Cody, "You don't have to fight this battle alone. I'm sick and tired of people like Roman and The Rock throwing their weight around here and getting away with it." Then he admits that he's partially responsible for the man that Roman is today. Talks about his days in the Shield of Injustice. He's like, I walked down the ring with this young man. from the crowd with Moxley and everything. Doesn't mention Moxley at all, anyway. So he's like, I never thought Roman would turn into this kind of monster. And basically now the Bloodline is a two-headed monster, Roman and Rock. And he's like, when it comes to fighting Roman, only one man is uniquely qualified to act as your shield, Cody. Rhodes' shield. So he's like, you want to know what that is? You want to know? You want to know? I'll tell you who it is. This man is an architect. He's a visionary. He's a revolutionary. And that man is Seth freaking Rollins. So we get that. So looks like maybe we'll get a tag team match with Cody and Seth taking on Roman and The Rock. When? People saying it should be the main event of night 2. I go with that. But then again, Roman, Cody, Seth, and Seth, and maybe The Rock might be doing double duty. Well, The Rock's probably not going to do double duty. I think The Rock's just going to do that tag match, and that's it. Roman probably will face Cody on night 1, beat him, thanks to The Rock, and then on night 2, you got the tag team match, and then maybe you have, I would maybe think you have Cody and Seth win the tag team match, and then after the tag team match, maybe you have Roman and Rock's little relationship kind of disappear. It'll start to have cracks, in the relationship. Rock is like, I want the power, everything. I want to lead the bloodline, and then he pisses off Roman, beats him up a little bit. Roman turns face, which I don't really want, but still, Roman will turn face and challenge The Rock. Either it's like, I want you at SummerSlam for my belt. And Rock's like, okay. So we get Roman and Rock at SummerSlam. Rock will lose at SummerSlam and then maybe go bye-bye. Who knows? Roman will continue on as champ, 4+ years as champ, and then probably lose by Survivor Series, or at least by WrestleMania 41. But I don't know how it's going to play out. But there are heavy rumors right now going around that Roman will retain at WrestleMania, thanks to The Rock. And then eventually we're gonna get Rock and Roman at SummerSlam, and then I think Cody will eventually finish that story against Roman, probably at the Survivor Series, or maybe by the time we get the Royal Rumble 2025, maybe Cody somehow will get a title shot. It's like, this is my final chance. And Roman's like, this is your final chance. You lose to me, you're done. Like, you get nothing from me, or you leave WWE, or whatever it is. And then the odds are stacked against Cody once again for the third time. Not going to happen at Mania, because I don't want to do a third match at Mania. A third year in a row at Mania. No. I'll just have Cody beat Roman at the Royal Rumble, and then Roman maybe take a month, 2 months off, come back at Mania 41, and then just have some type of big match, or he loses at 41. I don't know, but I just don't think the reign of terror is going to end at WrestleMania. But then again, Hunter and company can swerve us. The Rock has a plan. I know he does. I know he has a plan. Cody has this big plan. And I have a feeling that The Rock is going to play Roman and say, yeah, I'm going to be all buddy, the bloodline will blood. And the next thing you know, something happens, and during the match with Cody and Roman, Rock tries to get involved, and he hits Roman with the rock bottom, and everyone's like, what the hell? And then he just looks at Cody and goes, and then he's just yelling, finish the story! Cody picks up Roman, hits not 1, not 2, but 3 freaking crossroads, wins the belt, the Reign of Terror is over at 1,300 and change. Roman doesn't break Hogan's records, or Hogan's like, that's right, nobody's gonna break my record, brother! And then I'm like, it was like, yeah, I knew it. But I still have this really good gut feeling, and I usually go with my gut, and sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. But I'm gonna go this time. I think it's gonna be a good gut feeling that Roman is gonna cost Cody at WrestleMania. It's gonna help Roman retain, and then on night 1, and then night 2, well, you know what I think might happen? I think Rock is gonna cost Seth the title, and then like Drew McIntyre will win it, or Poppy Priest in the bank. Damian Priest cashes in and wins it. I don't know. So maybe Rock or Roman cost Seth the belt on night 1, and then in turn later that night, maybe Seth comes back and tries to cost Roman the belt, or Seth comes out, Rock comes out, tries to stop Seth, and in turn fucks up, and Cody wins the belt on night 1, and then he goes into night 2 as the champ, and then you have the tag team match, and then all night you're like Rock and Roman are arguing, but they're like, all right, let's put our differences aside for the match. Let's beat them up, get our revenge, and then you'll get your belt back sooner or later. But I mean, there's so many freaking scenarios that's gonna be happening between now and then. But it's crazy. So strap in. We're gonna have a good time. All right. So it looks like Seth's got Cody's back right now. But we'll see what happens with that. And move on. Alright, so I get that segment 3.5 out of 5 stars. It was just great. Probably Seth's best promo in a few years. And that's pretty much it. Alright, after that we find out, like I said, Jey Uso will challenge Walter for the Intercontinental title next week on Raw. And there you go. That's that. Alright, we're going to paraphrase and quickly get through the results. Now, next match, Liv Morgan and Zoe Stark in an Elimination Chamber qualifying match for the women. Pretty decent match. Liv goes for Oblivion. Zoe countered it with a super kick. Goes for a Phoenix Splash and missed. And then Liv hits Oblivion. 1, 2, 3. Liv Morgan and her dirty looking gear, because she kind of emulated Christina Aguilera. Now she's on her revenge tour. Hey, you're not the San Francisco 49ers. Stop it. Speaking of stop it, all you 49er fake fans, stop blaming Kyle Shanahan for the loss, please. Stop blaming Brock Purdy for the loss. Not really their fault. It's just, they had chances and pretty much fucked up. Can't blame Christian McCaffrey. Really, they should have had 7 points on that, at least 3 or 7 points on that first drive if McCaffrey didn't fumble the ball. And then after the fumble, they had a great chance to go down the field and get some points. That didn't happen. They punted. They had a punt. And then when Mahomes threw the interception, they had a great chance to open up a bigger lead, possibly, and really put the Chiefs in trouble. And what happens? Punt. And then when they get the touchdown, we're down 13-10. I think it was Jennings got the touchdown. But was it Jennings? Jennings. McCaffrey got. Got that touchdown. I don't remember, but anyway, they got the touchdown. Make it 16-13. Trying to make it 17-13, and Moody freaking low kicks the freaking point after. That was another reason why they should have went up by 4 instead of by 3, and have the freaking Chiefs come back, tie the game at 16. Then the Niners come back and win, take the lead 19-16 with 2 minutes left. And then basically they play cover 0 and giving up too many big plays because Greenlaw was out the entire game. Because after Greenlaw went out, that was another big reason the Niners didn't win that game. As soon as Greenlaw went out, That was big. I told my friends, like, Greenlaw's out. They're losing this game. They're losing it because nearly I said bet you nothing. Mahomes is gonna go downfield and they're gonna need he's gonna do something and Greenlaw would be there to stop him or something like that. Didn't happen. They had to bring in and then Aaron Banks got hurt again. They took him out. The guy that took over for him was some rookie or a guy that he missed a lot of freaking assignments, letting big plays happen. And then they brought in a guy to replace Dre Greenlaw. He stunk up the joint. Couldn't even handle Kelsey. Kelsey got like 95 yards in the second half. It was crazy. And then that had that stupid muff punt as it hit the guy's leg, and then Ray McLeod tried to scoop it up and run with it, and bloop. Butterfingers, and the Chiefs got it, scored a touchdown 5 seconds later to make it 16-13. But those plays didn't happen, the Niners would have won the Super Bowl. If they would have kept running the ball, McCaffrey was just going, they were really giving the Chiefs some fits. There's some plays that, that the Chiefs stopped them, but there's other plays that McCaffrey and Debo, Debo then got a lot of carries and everything, and a lot of targets near the end, maybe, a little bit. And even Ayuk, they couldn't get. Ayuk had 3 catches, I think. Kittle, I think, had one big one near the end, which was great, but still, nothing. As soon as they got to 1916, it was a minute 53 left. I'm like, yep, Mahomes is gonna go down the field. They're gonna tie the game with 5 seconds left, and it was like 5 seconds. They tied it up. They go to overtime. Nobody knew some players didn't even know the overtime rules. The coaches kind of knew. And then they did the coin toss. The Niners won the toss, and Fred's like, what do we do? Should we give Patrick Mahomes the ball so he goes downfield and scores a touchdown? Then we have to come back with a touchdown to tie the game and keep it going? I think Fred made a good decision. Took the ball. By the way, if you saw any flashing lights, that was the assault truck. Not the assault truck. I'm gonna assault you, but the assault truck just came down. So it is what it is. There's no snow on the. I can't see if there's any snow on the ground, but I think they said, like I said, it's my computer says 34 degrees, rain and snow, so it's a mix right now. So it's probably gonna be it's starting to probably ice up a little bit. So pretty much in about 2-3 hours or 3-4 hours or so, it's gonna be snowing like crazy. And like I said, it's gonna be like they're saying 5 to 8 inches by about 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But the watches and warnings here end at 6 o'clock. So. Well, it's supposed to be 40 degrees tomorrow, so I don't know why we're going to get, well, maybe because, early in the morning it's going to be like 32 degrees, so we'll get like 2 to 5, maybe 6, 7, 8 inches of snow. Because it's going to be coming down like 1, 2 inches an hour. So you take from 8 to 1, which is like 5 hours, you're going to get 5 inches of snow. And then after that, it's going to start calming down after I would say after 1 o'clock. Sun might come out, so, it's going to start warming up a little bit. So maybe a little bit of melting, going into Tuesday. So Tuesday morning commute is going to be a mess. I mean, if you're going out now to work, you can get there. But if you got to work at 9 o'clock, you got to go on a train, or you're going on the bus, or even driving to work on the highway, you're pretty much fucked. For all you kiddies out there, you're pretty much got a snow day. You're home. Lucky you. I work from home. I gotta go in. I'm going in later in the afternoon. Because my boss said, you don't have to go, you don't have to clock in till later. So I'm like, clock in later. I'm like, okay. After 1, I was like, okay, fine. Because I told him I canceled my appointment. That's why I didn't have work Tuesday. But now that I canceled my my appointment, I told my boss, I was like, oh, if you can, if you wanna, you wanna clock in, you could. I'm like, okay. I'm gonna clock in probably about like 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon and go to about 5, 6 o'clock. Or 7 maybe. Who knows? Do a little bit of light work, do like a half day, and then still get paid. Then Wednesday I got a full day. Thursday I got a full day. And Friday I got a full day. So pretty much full day after that. And then on President's Day I'm off. So 3-day weekend. Gotta love it. Make the money you wish you had, my friends. And that's pretty much it. But yeah, so if you did see some flashing lights, that's the salt truck coming down to salt the roadway. Not that I'm going out anywhere. But for all the, my neighbors who work, and everything. Yeah, get the roads nice and, slick and everything. Because, pretty soon it's going to be snowing like crazy. And then they're going to actually start shoveling, the snow, get the streets and the, really the avenues and some of the back streets around my area. They're going to be, they have to be plowed, and then, got that, and then some of my neighbors are going to be shoveling pretty much in the morning until maybe the early afternoon. I'm not going to shovel until pretty much in the afternoon. Probably on my lunch break. I'll do that. But, we'll see what happens with that. But, yeah, it's still, right now it's 33 degrees. It went down. So it's going down to, I think, 30, 31, 32. So it's going to start snowing pretty soon. If it hasn't already. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. I'm not gonna get up to see, but it looks like has still some light rain, a little bit of light rain, a little bit of sleet and snow. So it's gonna be a little bit of a mix for the next couple of hours in the early morning hours before you go to work, and then by the time you get to work, probably a couple of inches on the ground. Maybe you can get to work, you can get there, you'll be okay. You should be okay, getting in there. Maybe the roads are going to be slick, so be careful. And coming home, pretty much might be an adventure. Because, the roads are going to be slick, a lot of snow, everything. Eventually, by this weekend, it's going to get not too much warmer, but the sun will be out to do a little bit of melting. And then Saturday we're getting another storm, not as big as this one. We're getting about, I think I said 2 to 4 inches of new snow. And then by next Thursday it's 52 degrees, so we're gonna get a lot of melting after this Saturday. So President's Day weekend, gonna be a little bit snowy. Then Sunday's gonna be the best day, and it's gonna start warming up to 52 by Thursday. Hopefully we get to like 60, 70 degrees by the end of the month. Really get all the snow out, and we don't even see any snowflake going into March. We'll see what happens with that, but I heard somebody say, I don't know who it was, but somebody said that he hopes that WrestleMania gets snowed in, or there's a lot, it gets rained out. Almost did at WrestleMania 37. Remember when it rained, they had a delay? They had a delay because it was thundering and lightning and Satan was coming out. Right before, I think it was night 1. And we had Samoa Joe in the poncho. That was funny. Well, WrestleMania's delayed because we got a humongous thunderstorm here in Florida. So I should have had it in a dome. You think you could go to like Arizona? You got these open air stadiums. You think you're good, but then next thing you know, you got a monsoon fucking coming, or a hurricane. Who knows? But we'll see what happens. In Philly in April, It probably will be chilly. Not gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna be that cold. Like what it is now, 33 degrees at at 8 o'clock at night, and we're watching WrestleMania with our freaking heavy jackets on. Freaking wrestlers are like, they're in the back, they're next to heaters, and they got to come out. They got the hot pyro next to them, and they're in the ring. They're basically pretty much half naked, or they're gonna have to wrestle in either sweat, maybe a sweat shirt or like an actual shirt to keep them warm. And they'll be fine. They'll be sweating it out in the ring, so they'll be getting a hot sweat. Under the hot lights and everything from the arena. Well, not the arena, the ring lights and everything all the way up top, shit like that. So it should be fine if it's really, really, really cold there. But I really think that if you do WrestleMania, you have to do it in a dome. Or you have to do it in the West Coast, or in Florida, or in Texas or Florida. If you do an open air stadium, you can do SoFi Stadium. I would love for WrestleMania to be in SoFi, which I think wasn't another. What was Let me see. Hold on. Thinking. Wasn't last year in SoFi? Yes, yeah, last year was in SoFi. So why don't you do it again? If you want to do a semi-open air stadium, which SoFi is, and actually, Super Bowl 61 will be in SoFi Stadium. 60 will be in Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Next year's Super Bowl 59 will be in the Mercedes Superdome. So there you go. So Super Bowl 59, or LIX, or Licks as we call them. Super Bowl Licks. Take a hit. Anyway, so yeah, that's gonna be in New Orleans next year. We'll probably find out who's gonna do the halftime show probably by the time we get to the playoffs. Hope we better be good. I mean, last couple of years have been good. Usher kicked ass this year. Last year, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, 50 Cent, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar, not so much Kendrick Lamar, but we had that. Lady Gaga, great halftime show. And then Shakira and J-Lo, at Super Bowl 54. That was great. But I have a feeling next year we're going to get Taylor Swift. I have a feeling. And actually, I heard Seth freaking Rollins wants to invite Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift to WrestleMania. I say no. No. Ban them. Nobody in Philly wants them there. Nobody in Philly wants them there. I don't even want them there. And, that's, pretty much it. Also, all these stars were in Vegas this past weekend for the Super Bowl. Oh, most of them got the gold belt. The Roman's belt. The Chiefs got one. Nina Dobrev from Vampire Diaries, she got one. A couple other big name stars got it. And then Justin fucking Bieber gets one? What? Why does he get one? Because it's Justin fucking Bieber? Fuck him. Somebody steal that belt from him. Come on, really? I actually heard he stole Snoop Dogg's belt. Which wasn't the same belt, it was just a different looking belt. Not Roman's belt per se, but he stole it, and then that belt got stolen from him. But I don't know if that's when I saw the picture of him with the gold belt. I was like, was that the belt that he stole from Snoop Dogg, or they just gave him that, a replica belt? He doesn't deserve it. He's a bum, just like Taylor Swift. He's a bitch. And how many times did he show her on Sunday? Sunday night, they showed her a lot. Especially near the end, when they won the Super Bowl. She's like, oh my God! You know, her and Brittany Mahomes. Screaming up like, I can't believe they won! And oh yeah, Travis Kelce, you stupid bitch. What happened with the proposal that you were supposed to do at the end of the game? He said that, oh, if I win, I'm going to propose to Taylor at the end of the game. Did it happen? No. What happened? What happened? Did you get a little bit? I thought it was going to happen on stage when they were giving out the Vince Lombardi trophy. You know, she was on stage. I mean, why didn't you do it right then and there? You're on live TV. What you have, a case of the limber tail? There, Travis Kelce, you bitch. You had the perfect opportunity with the sort of perfect girl. What happens? That tells me Travis Kelce, I don't think he's going to marry her. I think this is just a publicity stunt. Why do you think the Chiefs won? Why do you think the Chiefs won? Because the NFL's rigged. 2, the Taylor Swift effect. That's why the Chiefs won. Not because the Niners... 2 reasons. NFL was rigged. The Taylor Swift effect. They wanted the Chiefs to win, so Taylor Swift can get a Super Bowl ring. Because she's gonna get one. As soon as the first home game for the Chiefs, they're gonna do the ceremony. They're gonna get the banner or whatever they're gonna put it at Arrowhead Stadium, and then they're gonna come out. They're gonna get their rings, and then next thing you know, you see Taylor Swift on the field or in the skybox. Oh, we got a ring! Look at me! You didn't earn it. You just got it because you're banging the tight end for the Chiefs. Not the greatest tight end in all football right now. But that's still George Kittle, even though he didn't do much at the Super Bowl. They should have gave him the ball because he has so many. It was a mismatch machine. Chiefs couldn't even cover him. Right near the end where the Niners had to kick that field goal, right near the end of in overtime, if they would have blocked Chase Jones, I think his name is Chase Jones, because McKivitz, you fucking idiot, didn't, just let him go right into Brock. We could have killed the guy. Brock had to throw it away, and freaking Jennings was wide open. It was wide open. Niners could have scored, and I think that would have really changed the complexion of the end of the game. 7-minute drive in overtime, 7 to almost 8-minute drive, ends in a fucking field goal because the fucking McKivitz can't block the Chase Jones. Just let him go. Right, unabated to Brock Purdy, and Brock had to throw it right away real quick. If he didn't overthrow it, he had to throw it away. That's given. But if he would have just if he would have moved and maybe use his legs a little bit, Jennings is wide open. I think Ayuk was wide open too. If McKivitz would have saw that, like a split second, saw that, kind of moved Chase Jones away a little bit, Brock could have went around him and threw the wide open Jennings, would have got the touchdown. We're not talking about 22-19. We're talking about 26-19. With like 5 minutes left in the game. And I don't think that Mahomes would have got that touchdown. And if he did, maybe we're going to double overtime. I don't know how that would have worked. If they would have went into double overtime, I would have went sudden death. My first team to score wins, because this is getting insane here. And then maybe, God forbid, the Chiefs got the coin toss. They still probably would have won with a field goal to win. Who knows? But I mean, it is what it is. But yeah. But missed opportunities. I think Greenlaw's injury really hurt him. I even think losing Hufanga in the middle of the season, that really hurt their secondary. Because if he was healthy, and he was in that game, Niners would have just obliterated him. Because losing Hufanga was big for their defense, big time. I know Gray went down for a couple games. Armstead went down for a couple games. He came back, had a great game. Bosa had an amazing game. Fred had a couple of big plays. Not great, not that many great plays, but still. And he got, oh yeah. Remember when I said that the referees were gonna fuck this game up? Fred Warner got held by McKinnon of the Chiefs on that play to, I think it was Pacheco or, no, I think it was, it was Pacheco near the end, I think it was the fourth quarter or overtime. Fred was going right to Mahomes, and McKinnon just, grabbed him, and he kind of, grabbed his stomach, and Mahomes just, threw it right to Pacheco. Pacheco goes off and running. Referees didn't call it. I'm like, what do you... obviously, you're right there. You don't call that? It's an obvious hold. Replay showed it. Same fucking thing. That happened in the second half of Super Bowl 54. When Bosa was getting held almost the entire time. What are you looking at, referees? I'm telling you, the NFL is fucking rigged. They don't want the Niners to win the Super Bowl. 3 times the Niners could have won the Super Bowl. And 3 times. 3 straight times the Niners were in the Super Bowl. Bad fucking officiating. Crabtree got held in the end zone. They call it? No. Bosa and everybody else on the Niners were getting held. Did they call it? No. Chiefs won. Even though the Niners choked a 10-point lead. Still. And then Super Bowl 58. What happens? Stupid calls near the end of the game. Stupid penalties. The Niners took some stupid penalties. I'll grant that. And then these stupid fake as fuck Chiefs fans, they got mad after Brock ran, I think for a first, was close to a first down, and then the guy grabbed him by the neck and threw him down. They called a horse collar penalty, which gave the Niners a big first down. Chiefs fans that wasn't a penalty. He threw him down by his freaking neck, dude. He grabbed him by his neck. Blech. Morons. I bet you nothing, if the Niners would have won the game, all the Chiefs fans would have came back and said, hey, horse collar penalty, that was bad. Can't win. You can't win. These fucking fake as fuck fans blaming people that shouldn't even be blamed for their loss. Brock should have done a little bit better in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, really the third and fourth quarter. He drove him down the field for that touchdown, which was great. Kyle with the trick play, Jennings to McCaffrey for that touchdown. That was pretty damn nice. And then that dart to McCaffrey, who took a hit, and he just stayed there. It was like, ooh, and then he just went into the end zone. That was nice. That was a good drive. And then, pretty much, after the Niners took the lead, they got it back, then the stupid point after got blocked. Pretty much, they go down the field and get 6 points. 6 points. Which really could have been 7 or 14. They got 6 out of that. which really should have been 13 at least. The point after wasn't blocked. Niners would have went up 17-13. I don't know if the Chiefs would have kicked the field goal and make it 17-16, and then put the Niners on their heels, and then not the defense would have had to stop the Niners, and maybe Mahomes gets the ball back at about a minute left. Work his magic, go downfield, and then the Chiefs would have won the game with a relatively easy field goal. Give the kicker credit for the Chiefs. 57-yard field goal. Record for the longest field goal in the history of the Super Bowl, which was Jake Moody. He hit 55. I had no faith in him hitting that. I was like, oh, he ain't gonna hit this, and he just barely got the 53-yarder. Then he hits a 53-yarder to give the Niners the lead, 19-16. And then when they go down in overtime, basically it was a 29-yard chip shot, 29 yards, kicks it, it's up and good. Niners are up with like 5 minutes left, and what happens? They just couldn't stop Mahomes. That play to Kelsey was bad. Bad fucking coverage there. Kelsey gets down to like the 15-yard line. And then pretty much a couple plays later, they get near around the 5-yard line. I think it was like second and goal or third and goal. And what happens? Mahomes goes to the edge where Bosa was like lights out, stopped Mahomes a lot. And then it goes to the edge. They leave the guy wide open. Game over. Because they just, bad coverage. Steve Wilkes, should have, I don't know if they had a timeout left. But I think Casey called a timeout right near the end before they got that touchdown. What I would have done is, the Chiefs call the timeout, they're getting ready to go, and they're about to start the play, and then next thing you know, you hear the whistle, timeout Niners. 3 seconds left, and then I don't know if they would have still did that play, and then the Niners could have formulated a big like everybody go at Mahomes. 3 seconds left. What do you got to lose? I would have done that, man. I would have brought the house. Everybody go after him. They did that once, and they kind of failed. They brought everybody, and I think they got that play to Kelsey and just went. Basically, he could have just ran into the end zone if they didn't stop him at the 10-yard line, I think it was. That's just bad coverage because Steve Wilkes gambled, brought basically set 8 guys, and you have 3 in the back covering everybody. You bring in Fred, you bring in Chase Young, you bring in Bosa and everybody, Armstead, going after Mahomes, and Mahomes are like, can't do that. And even if you bring a safety blitz, it's crazy. But still, I think some of those the play calling by Wilkes especially in the fourth quarter and in overtime, and that last drive by the Chiefs, I don't know why sometimes near the end of the games, the Niners are up big, and then they play conservative football. They play cover 0, which sucks. But even in a tight game, the Niners are up by 7 points, or they're up by 3 points. They're playing like shit. I'm like, why? Why are they giving up so many yards, 30-yard plays? I knew it was gonna happen. I was like, I looked at my friends. I'm like, why are they doing this? Why are they cover 0? Why? Man to man, you idiots! God forbid they do zone. But yeah, I partially put the blame on Steve Wilkes for some stupid fucking designs on defense near the end of the game and overtime. I'm not gonna blame Jake Moody for missing that point attempt even though that really kind of hurt us. It didn't hurt us that much, even though that it would have been 17-13. I don't think the Chiefs would have even came back. Ray, I think I have to give blame to Ray for that muff punt, and even the guy that's going downfield on special teams, he didn't even know what the hell he's doing. Hits off his freaking leg. Ray, being smart, saw it. Should just jumped on the ball, not pick it up. Where are you gonna go? All you had to do, Ray, was just jump on the ball, hold it, protect it, and then Niners would have got the ball. Niners would have won the game. Still would have been 13-10 Niners, or 16-10. No, what was it? Take that back. Would have been 16. Yeah, it would have been 16-13 Niners. Basically, the game would have been over probably. But things happen. It kind of reminded me of when the Niners and the Giants were in the NFC title game when the Niners beat the last time the Giants won the Super Bowl. It was in 2011 when they beat the Patriots with Tom Brady. What happened? Muff punt. Overtime. Guy muffed the punt. Had it in his hands. Dropped it. Giants got the ball back. Next thing you know, next play, kick the field goal. Game over. When they didn't have the, 2 possessions in overtime rule. Guys got the ball back, kicked the field goal. That was it. Broke my freaking brother from another mother's heart. We're going, yeah, going to overtime. We're going to win this game, man. We're going to win. Stop them on defense, like, yeah, we're going to get the ball back, we're going to go downfield, kick that field goal, win, or get a touchdown. Next thing you know, no! He muffed the punt! No! Could have went to the Super Bowl against Brady. I think Kaepernick was on the team. We're going to saw a great game with Kaepernick and Brady. And the Niners had a monster team, too. Freaking Patrick Willis and company. Patrick Willis going to the Hall of Fame. Good. Great. I love it. But what might have been for the Niners, they could have got 7-8 rings by now. But still stuck at number 5. It's pretty much been 30 years since the last time they won that Super Bowl, which is 1994 with Steve Young and company. But 3 times they've been in the Super Bowl: 2011, Super Bowl 47. I thought it was 46, but 47. Super Bowl 54, Super Bowl 58. 3 times the Niners have been in the Super Bowl in the last 13 years. Can't just win it. At the end, they just flake out. Heartbreak City times 3. And 2 times in the last 4 years. It is what it is. But Niners will be back next year. Brock's coming back. He's gonna get his money after next season. And I think he's gonna stay a Niner for life. Ayuk, I hope, gets his contract. On Instagram, oh man, the Niners faithful are going nuts tonight on Instagram and Twitter. Because Ayuk put up a tweet and saying, I'm going back home. And people saying that he's going to the Raiders. I don't think so, because his brother put up that tweet. His brother, no. Shut the fuck up, man. Ayuk's gonna get his money, man. He had a great season for the Niners. He had a great season. Should have gave him the ball more in the Super Bowl. Just saying. Kittle's gonna want his money next year, not this coming season, but next year I think he's a free agent. Kittle's gonna want a lot of money. And the Niners are going to hopefully try to offer him a lot of money, but a lot of teams want Kittle too, so got that. Debo's probably going to want another contract, or at least maybe an extension. Bosa, an extension. I don't know if Kyle Shanahan's going to be the coach by then. I mean, he's staying around. People want him gone. No, he's staying next year, but, you know, he needs to coach a little bit better because a lot of people, and I kind of agree, he was coaching a little bit scared at the end of the game. But they need an offensive coordinator. They really need that. They need an offensive line. They really do because, I mean, Trent with some two back-to-back stupid penalties, a false start, and then a holding call. I mean, what are you going to do? Two stupid penalties to kill the drive. And then they were backed up, like it was like 3rd and 27. Oh, no, it was... No, yeah, 2nd and 27. They get 7 back out of that off McCaffrey's run. So it was like 3rd and 20. I'm like, ugh. I think they were around midfield. So I'm like, if you get at least maybe... If you get 15 yards, if you get down to like maybe the Kansas City 45... Maybe, I don't know if they would have risked, like, Moody hitting, like, a 62-yarder or something like that. I still think they would have they would have punted anyway. But what could have been with the Niners? What could have been? It is what it is. That's that. Alright, we move on. Let's get back to wrestling. Alright. So, Liv Morgan advances to the chamber. She will be in the chamber with Bianca and Becky. We got that. Then, like I said, on SmackDown, we got Naomi and Zelina Vega and Shotzi and Tiffany Stratton. And then next Monday on Raw, we got an over-the-top Battle Royal second chance match with the losers of this the qualifying matches. They will battle it out in an over-the-top Battle Royal to see who is entrant number 6. And that's pretty much it. And that's that. Alright. Alright, so after that match, we go backstage, and R-Truth's getting ready for his match with JD McStupido, and, Judgment Day goes to the ring, after talking in the back, and R-Truth's like, I don't want to fight him, and then Priest's like, you're not in Judgment Day, I never liked you and everything, and then Truth still thinks it's an initiation, and Priest's like, no, it's an execution. I was like, damn. Alright. So that's that. So they go to the ring, they're waiting for Truth to come out. And before Truth comes out, he's in the gorilla position, and he's trying to get Miz on the phone, see if he can get to the arena to help him out. Obviously he's not, because he's home with Maurice, who's, sad to hear that stuff with Maurice, and, still our prayers go out to Maurice. Hopefully she can beat this thing, hopefully not get a hysterectomy with this crazy disease she has. But we'll see what happens with that. But she's trying to get Miz on the phone to get to the arena to help him out. Miz is obviously not there. And then he finally understands that the Judgment Day's out to kill him. And he's trying to get out of the match, but Adam Pearce's like, no, you get out of there. Go to the match. Go to the ring. And he forces R-Truth to go to the ring because his music hit. And Truth's like, no, I want to fight. No, I need the Miz. And Adam Pearce's like, get to the ring, asshole. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so then we get to R-Truth and JD McStupido with the rest of the Judgment Day there, minus Mommy, of course. We got Dom Dom and Poppy Priest and Fiend Balor there. They get involved near the end. Poppy Priest gets on the apron, causes a distraction, but kind of almost backfired on him as Truth comes back and hits the shoulder block, the Cena stuff, fighting knuckle shuffle, and slams McDonough, hits that. McDonough rolls up Truth with a handful of tights, and Truth somehow kicked out. And then Poppy Priest almost got involved again. And then JD McStupido hits devil inside. Every single one of us, the devil inside. So he hits his finisher, and hey, JD McStupido got a win! What a concept! Finally, he gets a win on Monday Night Raw. So JD McStupido gets the win. Match I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. By the way, Liv Morgan's match I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars as well. And, yeah, that's pretty much it for that. So JD McStupido wins. After the match, basically we get a 4-on-1 beatdown on Truth. And then Tommaso Ciampa, the Psycho Killer, and Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, come out with chairs to make the save for Truth. And then we find out that next week we got an 8-man tag team match with the Judgment Day taking on Awesome Truth and DIY. So there you go. And we move on with that. And why do my notes just disappear? They just disappeared. I hate that when that happens. Don't you hate when that happens? Alright, I'm seeing if I can get my notes back. It's, I gotta finish this off because it's very late right now. Not that I have to go anywhere because, by the time I finish this, I'm going right to bed and I'm gonna take a nice long power nap. And then I'm gonna get up and pretty much go to work after that. By the time I get up, it's like 11, 12 o'clock, and then I'm gonna, have a late breakfast, and then, pretty much I might have enough time to shovel my steps and a little bit of the front porch, and the front yard, and a little bit of a walkway to get out if I have to go out somewhere, which I'm not going to, but I want to make a nice walkway for my neighbors so they don't yell at me. Why didn't you do the walkway, asshole? Anyway, leave me alone, I'm sleeping. I'm sick, leave me alone. Alright, so we get that. Alright, let me just check on something real quick. Rollins and Seth Rollins and Cody segment, I gave 3.5 out of 5 stars. Bobby's match with Bronson Reed, I gave 3 out of 5 stars. And, okay, that's it. Alright, then we go to Becky, the man, Becky Lynch, coming out, talking about that she's going to win the Chamber, go on to defeat Mommy Rhea Ripley. She talks about, going to WrestleMania and winning, being the first woman to main event WrestleMania and everything, blah, 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 blah. Then she kind of mentions The Rock and says that, I have to tell my daughter Rude, I might have to beat, or Daddy has to beat Maui, which, is Rock's character in some Disney movie. What's that? Mamusa, I forget what, Momoa, whatever it is. Blah, 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 blah. So, she says, I want to propose a toast. She grabs a lemonade drink from a stagehand. And she's like, to everybody, let's raise a toast to Mommy Rhea Ripley. Enjoy the last few weeks as champion. Then she takes a little sip of the lemonade. I was like ready to go, chug, 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 chug. Obviously, she couldn't chug it down. Because then Nia, Jax comes out, has something to say, and she needs Nia to, Becky to listen. She starts, getting emotional. She starts fake crying, saying that, I hope I can be the type of mom that you are, Becky. There's like, I know you're gonna win the Chamber, and there's nothing that can stop you from going to WrestleMania, except me. Then she gets serious, and vows to beat Mommy Rhea Ripley and face Becky at WrestleMania. But then Rhea Ripley comes out, and she is pissed, runs to the ring, and pretty much gets beat up. Becky's in the corner, and she's trying to get away, but eventually Nia beats her up, and then squashes both of them in the corner. The lemonade goes flying everywhere. Aww, that sucked. And then Mommy escapes a Samoan drop by Nia. Becky then blasts her with a missile drop kick. And then Nia goes to the back as Mommy and Becky have a stare down. And then Nia Jax tries to get back in the ring, but then Mommy Rhea Ripley hits a big boot, knocking Big Beyonce out of the ring once again to end the segment. And that's pretty much it. And yeah, we pretty much move on. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a triple threat at Mania with Nia Jax, Rhea Ripley, and Becky, but I think Mommy will retain in her home country of Australia, retain the Women's Championship, go on to face Becky at Mania, and I think Becky will finally beat Mommy Rhea Ripley and end her almost 1 year reign as Women's Champ. There you go. So Becky will be the champ going into pretty much maybe the summer, and then Charlotte Flair's coming back because she is rehabbing like crazy and trying to get back earlier than we thought she was gonna be. And I think she will be coming back by the summertime, or at least maybe by SummerSlam. And we could see another Charlotte-Becky feud over the Raw Women's Championship. And I think at SummerSlam, or maybe at Bash in Berlin, or maybe after that, Charlotte will win her 15th title. And she'll be on Raw with her husband Andrade. That should be fun. I still want Zelina Vega to come out with Andrade. Put Andrade in the LWO. You don't need Ray. Ray might be coming back at WrestleMania, but we don't know. But I think if he doesn't, he's not at WrestleMania because he was at the Super Bowl. Looked pretty decent. And if he's not coming back at Mania, then I would pretty much assume he's coming back either at Payback or at Money in the Bank in Toronto. But, we'll see what happens with that. Okay. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get the Eli Drake. That's an insult. That's a fact of life. Taking on Ivar with the woman with smelly feet. That's Valhalla. Eli gets the win after Ivar missed the Doomsault. Eli hits the BFT. 1, 2, 3. Eli Drake goes to the chamber. So now we got Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, Eli Drake, and Bobby Lashley. So then on SmackDown, we're pretty much going to get Kevin Owens and Logan Paul. As much as I would like The Miz to beat Logan Paul, but I think Logan Paul is going to be in the chamber and he's going to do some wild shit. He's not going to win the chamber, obviously, but imagine if he did. That'll really fuck up WrestleMania. Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins for the world title. Huh? Sucks to be you there, Seth. It's not going to be. It's going to be Drew McIntyre. It's obvious. But then again, things can happen. We move on with that. Alright, then we had a segment with Sami Zayn as a follow-up to last week's promo, talking about, the stuff on Twitter after the, around the media scrum. He had to take down the tweet, and he's trying to, overcome adversity and everything, because he's kind of like the underdog, and fans, are cheering for him and wanting him to win the title. After he pretty much lost to Randy, and then now we don't know what's going to happen with Sami. He's out of the Elimination Chamber, most likely out of WrestleMania. So he's talking to Jackie Redmond in the stands, and then Shinsuke appears on the Tron, cuts a really wicked promo saying that he's going to take Sami's soul, and pretty much everything from Sami. That's pretty much it. So that was kind of creepy. We'll get that. Then we go to the main event of Monday Night Raw, Shinsuke Nakamura and Sami Zayn kind of running it back from their NXT days. This was a very good, pretty good match. But we're getting to the end. Sami sends Shinsuke into the corner with an exploder. Calls for the hell of a kick, but then Drew McIntyre, they had a segment before the match, and Drew's like, don't go out there and everything, you know, just let it go, whatever. And then Sami's like, no, you don't tell me what to do. I'm gonna do it for myself. Then he's walking and kind of looking back at half the time because he thought Drew was gonna attack him and everything. So anyway, Drew looks like he took offense to that segment. He runs down the ringside, causes a distraction, so Sami's distracted, and then Shinsuke with a chop block on Sami, then hits the Teen Sasha. 1, 2, 3. Shinsuke Nakamura gets the win. I didn't think he was going to win. I was always going to take a moment loss, but Shinsuke gets the win, even with chicanery. So, get him like 3 out of 5 stars. And then afterwards, get a 2-on-1 beatdown on Sami. And then Cody Rhodes comes out to end the show, to make the save. Yeah. He hits the Cody Cutter on Drew. Then picks up Shinsuke, hits the Crossroads, laying him out, and that's pretty much it for that. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a tag team match out of that. We get Drew McIntyre and Shinsuke teaming up for the first time ever against Sami Zayn and Cody. I mean, we'll have to see. I don't think it was announced, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do something like that next week. And that pretty much ends Monday Night Raw. And that's it. Alright, it was a pretty decent Raw. Nothing great. A lot of people actually liked him, and that's your opinion, but my opinion matters more than yours. So I'm going to give Raw 6.5 out of 10 stars, and that's pretty much it. Alright guys, I gotta go to bed because I am dead fucking tired, so thanks for watching everybody. Check out my video on my Peter Joseph channel, my video about Okada joining All Elite Wrestling. So check it out. Talked a little bit more about the Super Bowl that I talked more in this video too. So talked about that, talked about SmackDown's big, huge rating, 2.58, almost a 2.6. So that was pretty good for a pretty good SmackDown, even though it was mostly the ladies in action. But it is what it is. So good SmackDown rating. Let's see what happens with Raw's rating. We'll probably find out tomorrow or by Wednesday. And we got that. And then later tomorrow night, NXT on the air. Don't forget, it's a double taping tomorrow. Because next week is going to be taped because they're going to Australia. SmackDown's going to be taped this Friday night, so we're going to see Roman twice. That should be nice. And The Rock, of course, too, will be on SmackDown. We got those 2 Elimination Chamber matches. We got 2 Women's Elimination Chamber matches. We've got 4 matches on that card already. Along with Rock and Roman, it will probably be, I would think they're going to end the show, or maybe they start the show, but I mean, who knows. So we got all that, so it's going to be a pretty damn good SmackDown this Friday night. We got that, and I think NXT should be good tomorrow. Lyra Valkyria defending the Women's Championship against Shotzi. And then the big tag team title match with my cousin, my legit cousin, Tony D'Angelo, and Stax La Familia. So they'll be there defending the belts against the winners of the Dusty Cup, the Wolf Dogs, Braun Breaker, and Baron Snowman Corbin. And I smell a title change. Because OTM is banned from ringside. And then we got Jada Parker against Rizzo one-on-one. Don't care for that match very much. I hope Rizzo wins, but we'll see what happens with that. And much more tomorrow night on NXT. And then on Wednesday night, we got Dynamite. Should be a great show. And that's pretty much it. Ring of Honor, episode 51 on Thursday night, along with TNA. So, some good wrestling this week. Some good old-fashioned wrestling. And don't forget, no Collision this Saturday because of the NBA All-Star Game. So, Collision will be back live next Saturday night, February the 24th. So, we get that. So, no Collision review this weekend. So, pretty much after Friday, when I do my SmackDown Rampage review, if I can get Ring of Honor and TNA in, either late Thursday night, or sometime on Friday, then pretty much after that, SmackDown and Rampage, and then we're pretty much done for the weekend. So I might actually have an actual weekend off. I don't have to do videos. Yay for me! Well, yay for you, and maybe pretty much yay for me. I mean, it is what it is. But in any case, all the videos coming your way, please hit that bell so you know when those videos go up. Subscribe to my channels, all down below in the description box, including this one. And like the video, and share it all over the internet. And follow me on social media, if you dare. And that's pretty much it. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Go to sleep if you're on the West Coast. Go to sleep if you're on the East Coast. Well, good morning to you, you motherfuckers. And that's pretty much it. Alright, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching. Until next time, if you're not down with that, well, fuck you, man. You insignificant, obsessed fucktards that pretty much suck fucking cock. And that's pretty much it. You fake as fuck tough guys, and they ain't gonna do shit. But I digress. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I'm out of here. Peace!